Okay. Hello, everybody. Nice to see all of you. My name's Dave. My guest is Ebony.
Hello, everybody.
We're going to be your tour guides here through mobile and how Middlesex County is using some pretty cool technology. If everybody would open up the chat window, that's where you're going to be asking Ebony and me questions. And go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us your name, maybe your city, and maybe the organization. Ebony, you and I can do it too. So go ahead, make sure in the chat window you pick everybody. And I'm going to say where I'm from. And then we'll see this cross section of America looking for help on workforce development. There's Brian from Baltimore. Hey, Brian. Good to see you. And Giselle. Hi there, Giselle. We chatted just yesterday. Flossmoor, Detroit, San Paulo, Texas. Wow.
Texas.
This is awesome, everybody.
We're all over the globe.
I
Hi,
know,
everybody.
Oregon, more New Orleans, Lighthouse. Hello, Cecilia. I'm glad you got in. Nice to see
Baltimore.
everybody.
I'll do a quick intro for myself. My name is Ebony Williams. I am a business consultant with Middlesex County Office of Workforce and Career Development. I am with the Business Solutions team. So we're responsible for helping local businesses find talent, as well as, helping job seekers, find employment as well.
Exactly. And you're a little new to the mobile side, right? In the last, what, 6 months or so, you've taken this over?
Yeah, in the last 6 months or so, I've just started really honing in on it, using it. Right now, I'm the only one in my office that actually uses Engage by Cell, but there are other departments within Middlesex County that use Engage by Cell as well.
Excellent. Well, I think we've got Anna, who's our head of marketing in the background here, kind of driving slides. And I think we just pass over the polls and we just dive in. I'll introduce myself and then tell you about our company. My name is Dave. I started a company called Engage by Cell about 17 years or so ago. And we provide all kinds of mobile technology, text messaging, mobile websites, mapping, audio tours, a wide range of things. But one of my favorite, and I think the most interesting service we offer is the one that Ebony's going to talk about. It's all about how we can help anybody in the world of workforce development, whether that's veterans or youth or job seekers. And I think you'll see in a second, we're going to share screens with Ebony, and she's going to actually show you how it works. And everybody's going to be getting text messages, and it's going to be very interactive. We're also recording this session, so we will send you a copy of the slides, our contact info, and the video of the session. So we've got about 200-300 different clients in workforce development. Ebony and I just, I guess, 4 weeks or so ago, presented in, well, you can tell them about our presentation.
We had a session at GACITA, which is a workforce development conference here in New Jersey. It actually was my first one that I attended, and I attended
she was awesome.
as a guest as well as a speaker. And I'm still so grateful for Dave and the Engage by Cell team for the opportunity. It was really good. They had different sessions on different topics within workforce development. It was very, very engaging, very knowledgeable. If you guys are ever in New Jersey.
Yeah. And so many people came up to Ebony afterwards and said, oh, I wasn't able to come, or I have associates. Then we said, well, let's just do a webinar and we'll shorten the PowerPoint part, and then we'll lengthen the demo part. So that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
All right. When we look at all the technologies you folks can use, you know, it's Ring Central, it's WhatsApp, it's email, it's robocalls. There's 1,000 different things that you can look at. And we thought we would just kind of lay out those choices. And then the next slide will talk just a little bit about how do you even decide. And I think most of our clients say it's got to be free. It can't be something like Facebook because not everybody's on Facebook, and it's got to be cheap for the client because none of you folks are going to want to spend $50,000 for some software solution. There's no question it's got to be inexpensive.
Has to be budget friendly.
But I'd like that, budget friendly. It's got to be budget friendly, easy to access and update in Ebony. You'll show everybody how easy it is to make changes and to send things out.
Yes.
So these were some of the criteria that most of our clients are looking at when they decide, well, I want to do a downloadable app. What is it exactly I want to do? And then the next slide, this slide here, will kind of summarize what we've decided the best impact is. Find a text messaging company. Of course, we would suggest us, but there are many out there, of course. And pick a company that also can provide a mobile website, something that you folks probably are like, I wonder what that means and why would that be important? But in a second, we'll have you scan a QR code and you'll see it. So those are the two services that Ebony uses, that all 300 of our clients use: text messaging and then a mobile platform. Okay.
So I'll go into a little bit about Middlesex County, and who we are and what we do. So the mission for the Department of Economic Development is to drive sustainable growth, nature business prosperity, and enhance the quality of life, cultivating an ecosystem where opportunity, education, and creativity thrive. So a little bit about Middlesex County. We are in proximity to all the major transportation hubs: New York City, Boston, Connecticut. All of those places are pretty close to us if you think about counties in New Jersey. We have a very diverse population. We have educational institutions within our county, such as Rutgers University. We have Middlesex College, which is a community college here. We have Princeton University as well. And we see a lot of job seekers. They can be recent graduates seeking to seasoned professionals looking to change it over the type of work that they do. So we provide personalized support, resources, and trainings. We have different workshops, career counseling, and partnerships with local businesses, as well as our partners on the state level that we connect with often. And together, we're just trying to build a brighter future for everyone here in Middlesex County, as well as the clients that come in that are seeking help and things of that sort.
It has to be one of the most diverse counties,
Yes,
I don't know, in the country, but I mean, you must have a million different ethnic populations,
we do. We do. We
very
have,
wealthy people, very poor people, huge geographic area, close to New York and Philly. I mean, it's got everything in that county.
yeah, and it's literally like an hour from everything. So an hour from Philly, an hour from New York. And we see a lot of the population that come in is so diverse. Like we have people that come often from Rutgers University, which is located in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That's where our county office is actually located. And that's actually an underserved town. So we have it's crazy how we have, underserved population as well as PhDs looking for work in just one city. So when we extend it out, we have a lot of people, a lot of diversity. And that's one thing that I love about Middlesex County as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to the next one. I know this was before your time, Ebony, but tell us a little bit about the kinds of problems that you imagine is what were on the table when Middlesex decided to go mobile, and just give us a little highlight as to what were some of the issues that
So the first and probably even my issue when I first started 2 years ago, I was wondering, like, are these people getting my emails? Are they getting the information that I'm sending out? And it would be like to the point where I'm like, don't we have something that we can use as far as like text messages and things like that? Because we had the platform, but they didn't really use it to its full extent. So one day I asked my manager and she was like, yeah, we do have it, we can use it. Let's see how we can get you trained on it. And the one person that was here, she actually had retired. So she was the only person with access. So one day we reached out to Engage by Cell. One of their guys on the team actually came to New Jersey. They helped me. They had a one-on-one session to teach me how to run the back end of the site, how to send out the text messages, how to update the content on the website, and all of the things. And I feel like that just helped me push my work ethic just above and beyond. I would know people were getting my text message, and I would know this because they were responding to the events. They were coming out to the events. So we had a lot of people, responding back. So that's how I knew, like, it definitely benefited the team.
mm-hmm. Great. Yeah, tell us a little bit about the conclusion why folks would want to use texting versus more emails or more phone calls, other forms of communication, basically.
Yeah, so, just as a day-to-day, as a individual, an adult, you're at work, and we're not talking about work emails here, we're talking about personal emails. You don't check your emails all day long unless you're looking for something specific. So people, you could increase email, you could increase phone calls, but sometimes people don't answer throughout the day. You could use a communication app such as WhatsApp, GroupMe, but then somebody would have to download the app, have space for it, and also create an account and then join a group. So those are all things, that didn't add up. It didn't make sense to, if you wanted to get something out to the people, to the job seekers as soon as possible, you needed to send it, what better way to reach them than a text messages? And also we send text messages around certain times. What better way to send it during the lunch break, 12:30, 12 o'clock? Where people have more time to freely look at their phones. You can use social media, but again, if you're not on, Facebook in our group or something like that, you're not going to see it. So just the overall, conclusion of using the text messages, it came really quick. Like you can see in the display, East Brunswick Public Schools is seeking candidates for multiple staff roles. Apply now by visiting the link. I created that text message. I sent it out. If there were job seekers that, were interested, they would click the link, apply for the role, and there you have it.
Nice. Okay. I'll talk a little bit about this. For text messaging to work, all of you need to find some provider. As I said, we are one of the big ones in workforce development. There are plenty around the country that don't focus on that, but are still text message companies. Once you sign up with someone like us, then you fill out a little digital paperwork, and then the phone companies will give you your own 10-digit phone number with your own personal area code. And then we would train you how to use the dashboard, which Ebony's going to show you in just a second. You could then send text messages to groups of people, 2 or 5 or 2,000, or you can do one-on-one text messages. A lot of our clients are using that for kind of caseworkers. And then individual people can text stop and then they're out of the list. So you don't have to worry about taking people out that don't want to get text. On this one, Ebony, what are some of the reasons you would use like a mobile site versus sending direct mail or apps?
So solving low attendance at our events and retention of materials. That's just, we don't want to increase the direct mail. You know, you send things, sometimes the postal service may not get it there until after the event. We can make copies and put them out for, job seekers that come into our one-stop center. But again, they may see it, they'll scan it, it'll end up in their trunk, end up under the seat. The kids are coloring on the back of it. It's something they're not going to come back to. Again, we may have a downloadable app, WhatsApp. Some people, again, don't have space. We're talking about real life things here. I mean, for me, I don't have that much space on my phone. I have pictures, I have music, I have all of the things. So if I want to look for a job, I don't want to have to download an app. Or if I wanted to attend an event, I don't want to have to download an app. And for your current website, like everybody has a .gov that they are using, and we do have middlesexcounty.gov. However, to put information on our website, you have to go through communications, you have to go through IT, you have to go through marketing, you have to give them a time frame in which you want to have it. If you have something, a flyer from a company that is hiring and they're hiring immediately, and they're asking, oh, we need to fill 5 roles by a certain time period. Maybe we can just send a text message out from them, or maybe we can just post their flyer on our mobile site. So the mobile site is really convenient for popping in and taking down events that are happening, jobs that are looking for employees. So more so just workforce development related things where you can pop in and pop out, especially if they have deadlines or things of that sort.
Yeah, I think those of us that don't work for a government agency forget to add a new page of content on a county website is not
Yeah,
the easiest thing in the world. You
not the
probably need
easiest
a
thing, and it
couple of
has to
weeks.
go, you have to
Yeah.
go through a lot of people, and you have to give them time frames. We may have an event that we're helping push for next week, and we may not get approval until next week.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the mobile site, you just load it yourself, send a
Yes,
text out with a link to the job fair, and you're done.
yes.
All right. Everybody take out your phone and
Fun
open up
part.
your camera and scan that code. You'll get a little pop-up and you'll end up on the Middlesex site. And feel free, you can bookmark that, you can play with it. In the chat window, you folks let us know if it popped up for you. And play around and feel free to ask us questions as we're going to show you the dashboard and back end. Let us know, did that QR code popped up? Thanks, Deanna. Okay, great. All right, Anna,
Got
let's
it.
do the
Got
next
it.
slide.
Yes.
Great, Patty got it. So how does this mobile app work? We provide the platform and then the client, someone like Ebony, will just add her content. You don't need, Ebony, you're not an HTML programmer, Java programmer.
Not a coder,
You're
I'm
not
not
a
a
coder,
programmer, not a developer.
and you can do this no problem.
Yes, my background is public administration, so
Great.
trust me.
Trust me. So we built this so that it's a drag and drop kind of way to add content. Okay, so let's stop sharing this, Anna, and we'll let Ebony take over and share the dashboard. And I think she's going to first just show you how she's using text messaging. And you said you had a big job fair a week or two ago, I think, and you sent out a couple thousand texts every day or two just to remind people about it.
Yes. So are you seeing my screen, Dave?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
I'm gonna move this down so I can get it out the way. So this is the back end. I'm gonna go to the mobile site first so you can
Mhm.
see. So I see exactly what you guys see on, this is like a preview on the cell phone
Right.
and of what it looks like. I can click here, hiring events. And I actually purposely left this up because this event here actually happened a few days ago. So I want to take this down. Although it says see details here, it's just a link to their website. So I can keep it up if I wanted to, but I can take it down. So I'll just go into hiring events. That's where it's located at. And then I have, I believe it's here. Where is it? So I have to click into it.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
I can either just erase it and implement it with something else, which I'm going to, or I can simply go in and turn it off. So if it's
Nice.
something that's reoccurring or something you just need to change a date, you can turn it on and off where clients in real time, if you guys refresh the page, you'll see that it's going to be missing because I turned it off.
Mhm.
So then I can just turn it back on and there it is. So this is like
Nice.
kind of how we update things here. I had an event last week on the 13th that was here. So when they clicked in, it will take them to the registration form, which is not active anymore. So I didn't delete it. I just went in and I turned it off.
Emily, what are some of these icons that you use and how would you add, if you wanted to add a sentence underneath other hiring events, how do you use these tools?
So I just hit text, like they have different things that you can use. So we'll have text, image, carousel, which will show, we just recently changed the format of the page, but I'm working, I was just finishing up the job fair, but I'm working on, adding some flyers from different employers to put it in a carousel.
Nice.
So I can put the images there and the job seekers can just slide through to see what's hiring. You can add files, you can add maps, there's buttons, there's super quiz, polls, selfie. I believe this is to do,
Take pictures of documents,
yes,
for
take pictures
example.
of the documents. We don't
Mhm.
quite use that on my end in my department, but we are going to have the case managers actually have that tool to use as well. So if I wanted to add something, let's see, text underneath hiring event, I can just go here. And this is live, showing you guys live, so you should be able to see it after I
Mhm.
save it. Let's do background,
Mhm.
save. And you see how it's here? I can just go here or I can say, and then I can go back in it and edit it. Stay tuned.
Mhm.
Stay tuned for future events. Save,
Nice.
and they'll see that. Again, if I don't want that to be there, I can just turn it off. So that's a little bit how the mobile site works on the back
Nice.
end.
Nice.
Again, I'm no IT person, marketing person. If I do want some increased help with that, I can get some help from marketing because they do have a password and stuff. They can go in and add some stuff for me if I like. And then you wanted me to show them a text message too, correct?
Yeah, let's show them what you've been sending out and then you can send
Okay,
everybody some text.
right. Do we have them?
No, we need to do that, but
Yeah,
I can do that in just a second.
okay. So here is the text message portion. Okay, internet. Let's go to outbound text history.
Mhm.
So these are just some of the text messages that I have sent out like recently here. This is when I first sent out information regarding my veterans job fair. As you can see, I sent it out October 25th. I sent it out towards the end of the day. I wanted to play around with a few different times. Usually I send things out 12 o'clock in the afternoon, the end of the day, sometimes during the evening time. And those are scheduled text messages. So this one, are you or a friend looking for new employment? Then come attend our annual Veterans Job Fair, November 13th, 2024. Register here. And again, that was the link to the registration form. I sent it out to a list of contacts that I have, which went out to Workforce New Jersey Workforce and Workforce Contacts. And these were the total amount of people that I sent it to was 1,600. And again, the text message they send out fairly quick. They don't take, like, you don't have to sit and wait for it to send out. They send out in a couple minutes. And I'm also on the list, so I know once I get it, it's out there. The next time I send it out maybe a week before, and I let them know we are 1 week away from our job fair. Join us on Wednesday, 11/13, and you can play around with the text messages, the messages that you want to send, and then I also send it the day before. So I send it a week, 2 weeks, and the day before. You know, some people may forget, so I have the
Mhm.
opportunity to catch the last bit of people that want to register. And these are the links, the unique link clicks. These are people that actually clicked on the link as soon as they got the text. So it's a fairly good number, and we had a good turnout for our registration. So that I'm definitely crediting to Engage by Cell.
I mean, when you think about it, you got 230, 370, 230, 225, 679. You got 1,000 people clicking the link.
Yeah,
That's a lot of clicks when you think if
yeah,
you send an email, 20%, might even look at the thing.
right.
Yeah.
So those are just a set of text messages that I've sent out recently. Me and Dave did have the session down, so we were testing a lot of these out. You
Yep.
see, we have workshops, graduations, just different things that we are able to send out. Another job fair, Financial Fridays, another job fair as well.
Yep.
So we
Ebony,
have
Marcus has a question about, is the government providing cell phones? The great thing is Ebony's not using her personal phone here. It's all done through the cloud-based platform.
right, yeah.
And so she's not, there's no personal taking my phone out, sending a text. If she wants to send a text to 2 people or 2,000 people, she just logs in and does it. And we'll do that in just a second.
Right. And then also, I was looking at the chat. So yes, they are going to their personal phone numbers. And this is where you have to get the people to subscribe. And so for me, I use our phone number. Always using our tagline, workforce. Please text if you want to know about our next event, you want to know what we have going on, where can you catch great events like this. Text the word workforce to our 732-978-9211. And once they do that, they're locked in and they're subscribed. Any event that I have going on, yes, I will have an email blast go out, but I'll also have the text message list go out. And on the email blast, I'm making sure, once people are registered, reminding them, hey, text workforce to this number so you can stay up to date with all the updates and future things that we have going on. And a lot of time that works.
Yeah.
If you use that tagline in all of your contacts with your clients.
Ebony, if you stop sharing, Anna's going to put the
Okay.
QR code up for the text.
Okay.
we want everybody to scan this, and Ebony, explain why, kind of give the scenario. Maybe we're all job seekers and why we want to do this.
So again, if you scan that, you'll get, this is our number, our 732-978-9211. If you scan that, you'll get access to everything that we have going on, things that I'm sending out, events that we have happening. I may just send out a text and say, hey, check out our mobile site, check out all of the employers that are hiring. So that way they're able to see what's out there.
Or a survey or a poll.
Yeah.
And by the
So-
way, we will delete all of your phone numbers from that list at the end. But for today, scan that and it'll open up text messaging, and then you hit send and you'll get back, thanks for joining our presentation. And in fact, now, Anna, you can stop sharing and Ebony will take over.
Okay, and yeah, and I'll show you guys, I'll send you guys.
And we can send those 3 or 4 or 5 that Anna created. So that's in scheduled text message.
So then I'll go here and I'll go to scheduled text message. So these are all text messages that you can set up to be sent out. So if you know you have an event coming, you can just do that ahead of time. So if you're like, for me, I'm one person that uses this. If I have something that needs to go out, what I will do is I'll just schedule it ahead of time on the day where I'm not so busy. And then a couple days later, I'm like, oh, my text message went out because it was already scheduled.
Nice.
So I'm going to just send you guys a text message. If you have subscribed to the list, I'm gonna send you a text message right now. The text message being sent, it might take a few seconds or a few minutes.
Yep, just got mine.
Okay. And I just got mine.
Great.
Again, this is an old text. Hackensack Meridian Health has a hiring event going on. You know, click the link. I can also send another one. Oops. Let's see if it's sent out. Wait a second.
Oh, the one, send it to the send now to subscribers to the left. Yeah, right down.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm like, where is it not going?
Yeah, that's it.
Which one? I want, okay, this one. Probably still sending out. Oh yeah, I think it's sent. It's sent.
So as many as you want to schedule in advance, you can schedule them in advance and they'll just go out at a certain time.
Yeah. Or you can come to scan and send scheduled text message.
Right.
I think the site is just moving a little slow. It could be my internet because sometimes I do have.
Ebony, while you're doing that, Deanna's got a question for you about how time consuming is this?
Not at all. It's not time consuming at all. I sometimes, okay, you said, so how many times per week? I think I use Guide by Cell 1 to 2 times a week, depending on if we have an event or not. So for me, I do have a lot of tasks and I just schedule time in my calendar. Hey, update Guide by Cell flyers or send out text message to have people visit the mobile website. So it's not like it's super time consuming. You don't need 10 people in the office on it. Even if you have 1 or 2 people, that's fine. Or if you have 1 person, that's fine as well.
And you're currently sending out emails to the people on your list. So this is just one more step. Write a text,
Yes, this is
schedule it.
just an additional step.
Additional.
We send out emails. Sometimes we look to our state partners to send out blasts as well. So that's just an additional thing that I do to try and get more contacts. Gov delivery they use. I've never heard of Gov delivery.
No, I haven't either.
So again, if you want to schedule a text or write a text, you can do that as well. You can label it so that way you know what it is. Just put the date. And here is where you send to a list, and you can choose the list because all of your contacts should be wherever you put them. So we have different lists. So I'm gonna send to the webinar that we have, and it'll show you the count on schedule, and I can just say send now.
Nice. Just got it.
Yeah, so if you have something urgent that you need to go out, you can just send it out or you can schedule it. It's totally up to you.
Super. Any more questions on kind of what you're seeing, everybody, this dashboard for either the mobile site or the texting? We've got a few marketing examples that Ebony has created we thought we would share with you. All right, Anna, why don't you, we'll stop sharing.
I'm trying to stop
Ebony,
sharing,
and
yeah.
Anna can take over. Yeah, tell us about how you market this.
So these are different marketing examples that we can either add to our emails. We leave it down by our signature, or sometimes, yeah, I print it out, or sometimes I just type it out like that. This is actually an email that I send out often to new job seekers. For future updates, text workforce to the number and follow us on LinkedIn. I put our LinkedIn and I put the phone number, and they're able to, you know, see it and they text it. Do you use your personal cell phones? This is it's not a cell phone that I'm sending the text messages out from. So I don't use my personal cell phones for anything with Engage by Cell. It's a website. It's a website.
Yeah, our system connects through the phone companies. So when Ebony sent that out by typing it, it goes to the carriers and then shoots it out as a text to the individuals that have asked to be on that list.
Yes. So nothing is used with personal. So we don't have to scan the QR code. You don't have to scan the QR code. You can just send a regular text message as well from your phone. You can text workforce to 732-978-9211, or you can scan the QR code. So it's totally up to the job seeker. Sometimes I think in this day and age, we use a lot of the QR code thing, but you don't have to use the QR code. You can just actually send a regular text message as well.
Yeah, good question. We're nearing the end. What other questions do you have for Ebony? Great explanation as to how you use it, Ebony. And what do you folks think that are on the call? Do you think your audience would appreciate getting text, especially if they voluntarily sign up to get them? What is?
And it's also, you're not spamming them. If it's an event going on, sometimes I may get a little spamish, but I send max 3 texts for one event. Yes, it's very useful for people who don't respond to email or the phone calls. I think it gets to the point. I think it gets to, oh, this is why they were calling me.
Yeah, that's a good point. So you don't want to give up what you're doing, but it's going to
Right.
supplement, like, oh, you might have received an email from us, but here's the link to the job fair registration or whatever it happens to be. Kind of reinforces those things.
Right. It's just an extra push.
Yeah, it's an extra push. We will email everybody Ebony's contact info and mine too. And feel free to reach out and ask questions. But we sure appreciate everybody joining us today. And Ebony, thanks so much for your participation in our webinar. I think people just really enjoy hearing from a user how they use new technology.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Any more questions before we finish this up? Thanks, Xenia. We are staying on. If you have a question, Rashima, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. You're welcome, everybody. All right. Thanks, Patty. Excellent. All right. Well, we'll stay here if anybody has a question that comes up in the next minute or so. But thank you so much for participating.
Oh, Dave, someone asked, how can we find out about pricing plans?
Deanna, put your email in the little chat and we'll send you a price sheet later this afternoon. I'd be glad to send that to you. All right. Got it. Well, Ebony, thank you so much. And thanks for all the rest of you folks that are signing off. Really appreciated all the insight. And we will stay in touch and see you soon. All right, everybody. We'll send you the transcript probably in the morning. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.